What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name is Scythe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lunar Lancer and Trove and how you're going to end up building him. But how y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing great. Hope this video makes your day even better, and I would very much appreciate it before we get started if you would hit that like button. And without further ado, the Lunar Lancer is going to fall under the category of DPS, damage per second, so you're going to be focusing on physical damage, critical hit, and critical damage. Those are going to be the Trinity 3, the perfect stats that you can get on all of your gems. So just focus on those if you can, for sure. For the empowered gems, just focus on abilities that give you damage. I don't have ideal gems or anything like that, so ignore mine, but just focus on the ones that add more to your total DPS, right? And then the class gem ability is going to be essential for the character, where you're going to end up summoning shadow clones of yourself every now and then. And that's going to end up doing quite a bit of damage, but honestly speaking, it's a little bit underwhelming because those shadow clones end up dead really fast, unfortunately, because you're not going to end up having max health. And I think they scale on your max health, but I could be wrong about that, honestly. I don't main the Lunar Lancer, but I do know his potential. He's got a lot of damage for sure. Now, for weapons and gear, you're going to want to focus not on energy regen. Why do I even have that? You can get movement speed, and you're not going to need... I have horrible stats on my gear, but yeah, you can go for movement speed because you're not getting any attack speed, because as the Lunar Lancer, you're going to be spamming your #1 ability over and over. That's why I would recommend getting energy regen on maybe your spear. That's usually the ideal second stat, and then just focus on whatever else you can, right? And the ultimate ability of this guy's going to end up being really good, and spamming your #1 is going to be pretty much the crux of the character. Like, you're going to be doing tons and tons of damage, especially because the Lunar Lancer actually has a secret passive where he has, I think off the top of my head, I could be wrong about this, but I think he has like a 30% more physical damage just as a base. So just the stats in general, like 81k physical damage, and I don't have good gems on this guy, right? I mean, you saw I even had some magic damage on him for some reason, but needless to say, because of that, he ends up being very, very powerful and ends up being probably the second fastest class in the game, I would say, next to the Neon Ninja. So you can actually use him very effectively for fast grinding, and it's really, really fun too, right? Now, the ring that you're going to want to focus on, of course, is crit hit, magic find, whatever you want, but most of all, just focus on more damage, right? And then for the ally itself, I don't even know why I have Prowling Shadow. That must just be a joke, but you're going to want to get the Raptor Berserker for sure as the essential one. And for the emblems, it's just going to be Martial and Sure Strike. Of course, if you have enough crit hit stats for yourself, you can swap off of Sure Strike to any of the other abilities, but that's just kind of entirely up to you. And I would recommend Death Defying, because especially with the Lunar Lancer, he's kind of like the Neon Ninja in that he's a little bit squishy, especially if you have all of the correct stats. You're not going to have any health, right? So you're going to get one shot by everything. So you can swap Death Defying out if you want, but because the Lunar Lancer is going to be in the bulk of all the fights and stuff like that, I would kind of recommend to use it. However, you can technically get rid of it just because your #1 ability is going to stun enemies, but it's very unstable just because of the laggy servers and stuff like that, so it doesn't always work. But needless to say, that's up to you. And that's pretty much all there is to it, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.